Good evening. The athlete that I will be training is a senior in college and a basketball player. He's also the starting shooting guard. Now, on day one, in the stabilization phase, the athlete will come to me, and of course we're going to work on corrective exercise movements. So week one, day one is what I want to start with. Now, athletes like basketball players, especially shooting guards, are known to be in a bent knee, a little bit of hip flexion, a little bit of knee flexion, arms extended, playing defense, going to the basket, moving linear. But if you're going to the basket, sometimes you move linear with some agility to the left and to the right. There's a lot of perturbation that's occurring, where a lot of agility and quickness is going to come into play, as well as a lot of core in order to control your body if you have to do a nifty move towards the basket for a layup. And if you notice, I'm using a lot of arm, layup, jump shot, so it's a lot of core stability that we're going to have to focus on with our local stabilizers and our global stabilizers, as well as lower body power, agility, lateral agility, backing up, lateral agility, forward, lateral agility, just all over the place. Along with making sure that we have great shoulder endurance. I know a lot of times people just think run. Well, there are a lot of like intermittent parts in basketball where it's just rapid speed, like 4 or 5 seconds, and then you might have a chance to recover. So that's one of the great things about the SAQ drill, is because if I do a drill that takes 20 seconds, then I might recover for 5 times that amount of time. So if I'm moving for 4 rapid seconds, I might have 20 seconds worth of downtime in basketball. So with all of that being said, I'm going to start my athlete in the stabilization phase in day one. And with that being said, we're going to start off with flexibility. The acute variables for flexibility is going to be 1 rep, 2 sets. The tempo is going to be a 30-second hold. The 2 exercises that I chose was a hamstring or a hamstring release and the supine piriformis. The reason I chose the hamstring because when I've been a basketball player, I've had issues with my hamstring. Though I've never injured my hamstring, it's just something that I always want to make sure we're releasing instead of just always consistently overtraining. We want to make sure that we correct those muscle imbalances. So you just want to find that position with your hamstring. You can do 1 leg, you can do 2 legs. With this roll, it's so small, I just typically do 1 leg at a time. And plus, I just love the comfort of 1 leg. So you just find the most tender area and you hold it for 30 seconds. 4, 5, 6, all the way till you get to 30 seconds. Same is going to be done with the supine piriformis. Just land on your back, touch the side of that knee, and just hold this position for 30 seconds. And with the piriformis, it's just good to stretch that because it's active in hip flexion as well as horizontal hip abduction. So it being like an abductor, it's just good to make sure that your hips, being a hip flexor and hip abductor, it's just good to know that your hips are released and not released, but your hips are stretched and not tight to bring on other movement dysfunctions. Moving on to core. The acute variables in core are going to be 12 repetitions, 2 sets. The tempo is going to be a 4-2-1. And the rest interval is going to be 90 seconds. The exercises I selected for my basketball player is the bird dog, the supine marches, and side plank. Okay? So, with that being said, we're going to start off with the bird dog. And with the bird dog, it's just great for glute activation as well as shoulder activation. Now, like I said, lower body and shoulder endurance, glute endurance and shoulder endurance is going to be key for endurance on the basketball court as well as with your glutes being activated, is going to be key for explosion maneuvers like vertical jump, grabbing a rebound, and trying to dunk the ball. All right, so we have 12 repetitions on on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And then so on until we get to 12 repetitions on both sides. The second exercise, the supine marches. This is just a good way to like recruit your local stabilizers as well as using your global stabilizers. Land on your back. Bringing the knee to the chest. Alright? And like I said, 12 repetitions on both sides. The third exercise, side plank. With the side plank, you're going to lay on your side. Some people like to hold it for 30 seconds, or you can drop your hips and give 12 repetitions. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Side planks. Okay, so moving on with our athlete, we're going to go into the balance phase. Now with the balance phase, we have 8 repetitions, 3 sets. The tempo is going to be 4, 2, 1, and the rest interval is going to be 60 seconds. The exercises I selected for my basketball player is the single leg balance arm reach motion, as well as the single leg reach in a transverse plane. With the single leg, and you understand the theme with the single leg reach, arm reach, and leg motion, it's going to activate the glutes again, the glute maximus again, as well as it's going to activate the shoulder, put my shoulder in shoulder flexion, all while helping me work on maintaining balance. And the second exercise, single leg reach in the transverse plane, it's going to work on balance again, but also activate my glute medius, my external rotator stabilizer, and the global stabilization subsystem. So, getting started, 8 repetitions. 1. And you just want to stay on that same leg until you do 8 straight repetitions. That's 3, or 4, 2, 1 tempo. I think that's 4. I'll do 1 more. And 5. Alright, and then I'll go right into the single leg reach in the transverse plane. Now make sure you're reaching out diagonal. It's kind of easy to think about reaching out laterally, but we want to reach out diagonal in the transverse plane. And like I said, 8 repetitions, 3 sets, tempo 4, 2, 1, and the rest interval is going to be 60 seconds. Moving on to the plyometrics training phase of day 1. What we're going to do is, acute variables is going to be 5 repetitions, 3 sets. The tempo is going to be 3-second hold, and the rest interval is going to be 90 seconds. The exercises I selected is the box jump with stabilization in the sagittal plane, as well as the squat jump with stabilization in the transverse plane. Getting started, have a 3-second hold, and I'm going to jump. 1, 2, 3, jump off. 1, 2, 3. Making sure that you don't have too much hip flexion. When you land and when you jump, you don't want to have too much hip flexion. When you land, make sure that you land the knees bent on the heel of your feet so that you can reduce the ground reaction force. And the same is going to be done for the squat jump in the transverse plane. Oftentimes you'll see people fighting for the rebound, fighting this way, fighting that way. That's all transverse plane of motion movement. So of course I want my athlete to be prepared for that scenario. So, squat jump. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3-second hold. And like I said, for the plyometrics, isometrics training phase, we got repetitions, 5 repetitions, 3 sets, 3-second hold, and a 90-second rest interval in between. And then we're going to move on to the SAQ technique phase first, followed by the SAQ speed phase. Getting kind of out of breath. So the technique phase, the acute variables are going to be 20 repetitions, 3 sets. The tempo is going to be controlled, and the rest interval is going to be a 1-3, meaning if it takes me 20 seconds to complete it, we're going to multiply 20 times 3, and I should take a 1-minute break, 60-second break. So the exercises I selected are the resisted knee drives, the tube walk, lateral tube walk, and the reverse crunches. Starting with the resisted knee drive, and it's controlled, not a 4-2-1 count. 20 repetitions. That's about 6 repetitions. The second exercise is going to be tube walk. Playing basketball, you're going to be down like this and doing a lot of movement. Driving to the right, left, playing basketball. So what you want to do is 20 repetitions driving to the right, and then 20 repetitions driving to the left, and like I said, control. That's more controlled than the example I gave the first time. That's more like I will have an athlete moving on day 1 in the stabilization phase. The third exercise, you just want to activate the, not posterior, but the anterior tibialis. A lot of people forget to activate that muscle. So reverse calf raises is what I'm going to use to activate the anterior tibialis. Control, I got off balance. So just bringing the toes up and balancing on the heel of my feet. Okay? Now we're going to move on to the resistance phase of day 1. My apologies. We're going to move on into the speed phase of day 1. In the speed phase of day 1, what we're going to work on is the acute variable is going to be 15 yards. The number of sets is going to be 3. The rest interval is going to be a 1 to 5, meaning if it takes me 10 seconds to perform an exercise, it's going to take me 50 seconds to rest. The exercise is going to be a 1-3-5 wall drill, a line deceleration going in a linear motion, meaning forward, and agility jumping jacks. So the 1-3-5 will look like this. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I said, however many times it takes us to perform that, we have a 1 to 5 ratio as far as work to break ratio. The second exercise is the line deceleration linear drill. The athlete is going to go 15 yards, but we're not going to run 15 yards. Basically, it's going to look like this. So just basically being in attack mode. If I'm on defense and the ball is shot out to the 3-point line, ball is passed to the 3-point line, the defender is wide open, I want to be able to recover and get in position. And what that's going to look like is, that's just me getting in position. So basically, we're going to perform that 15 yards, and then, like I said, it's going to take a 1 to 5 ratio, work to rest ratio. So if it only takes me 5 seconds to complete that, we're going to take a 25-second break and then go right back at it for three rounds. The next exercise are the agility jacks. Now, I don't have my agility ladder with me at this time. So what we're doing with agility jacks is 1 foot in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. 1 to 5 ratio, 15 yards, and 3 rounds. Okay, now moving on to the resistance phase. What we're going to be performing in the resistance phase is going to be a single leg squat. My apologies, a single leg touchdown. And also, my apologies, the acute variables in the resistance phase is going to be 3 rounds, 20 reps, a 4-2-1, and we're going to go for a 60-second break. And the intensity is going to be at 50%. Also, we're going to do a lateral step up and hold. And the hold is going to be for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, back down. Back up, 2, 3, back down. Back up, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 20 reps. Up, 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 2, 3. And that concludes week 1, day 1 of the stabilization phase. Thank you.